Welcome back to our Canva module. This is lesson 2, creating social media images. I absolutely love using Canva to create social media images because I can create a very professional looking brand in minutes. So let's see what we'll be reviewing in today's lesson. In this lesson, we're going to go over how to create Instagram and Facebook posts, Instagram stories, Instagram carousels, animated posts, and regular pins in Canva. So let's jump on over to Canva and see how this all works. Once you get to Canva, you can choose a design by searching in the search bar down here, or click Create a Design. I'm going to choose Create a Design because I want to use a custom size. I like 1080 by 1350 when I'm creating an Instagram or Facebook post. The reason is because it takes up more space on the phone when someone is scrolling. Right now, this 3:4 ratio is very big on social media. Once you have your design open, you can either choose a template or you can create from scratch. We're going to do both today. Let's start with creating from scratch. I'm going to go ahead and choose some of the upload photos that I have. I want to create a math doodle journal image. I also want to look at all the different elements that they have that I can use. Now they have fun graphics, photos. I can include tables, frames, grids. These frames are fun because you can put them in here and it will make the picture that shape when it's put on the design. I'm going to go ahead and look for some doodles since this is a doodle project. And in fact, I think I like this one. I'm going to put it on here. It's a little hard to see, so I'll change the color in a moment. But I want to show you the magic recommendations. When I chose that doodle, it gave me recommendations that I might like because these are similar to what I chose. In fact, I might want to use this one here to put a title on my image. And I'll change the color so it all matches. Another fun way to design your image is to use what I like to call an overlay. I'm just going to take a shape and put it on top of my project. Then I'm going to make it one of my brand colors and make the transparency a little less so I can still see the photo shining through. I'm going to send it to the back here so these doodles pop. Now these doodles aren't the right color, so I'm going to click on them and I can either choose a brand color or I just want to use a nice black for these doodles. And next I want to add a saying or some text for what this image is all about. So I'm going to go ahead and click on text. Now because I have the Pro version, I have my brand fonts already uploaded on Canva. But there is a huge library of fonts that you can choose from that you can use for your products as well. I'm going to make this white and probably just title it something like Math Doodle Journals. Another fun way to make these words and text boxes fit is you can change the different sizing, but I can also do the line and letter spacing. So I can squeeze it together and either spread it out or make it tight together. I think I'm going to do a little spread out. I like that. It takes up more of the space. Now you can even make this doodle element a little transparent. I kind of like that. Now the last thing I have to do for my image is add my logo. And now I have a beautiful image that I can share on both Instagram and Facebook. Let's go ahead and talk about Instagram carousels for a minute. A carousel is a group of images that you use on Instagram that your customers or audience will scroll through to either learn different tips, hacks, or information about a product. You can have up to 10 images grouped together on your carousel, and each scroll over is one image. So this might be part of my Instagram carousel. This could be my title page. Then I can either duplicate this page and create the same page and maybe just put a different tip or information fact here about the product, like use these daily, and maybe change the color of my overlay just so that it pops, and then go ahead and duplicate it again and say something like perfect for morning work. And then go ahead and change the overlay color so it stands out again. And then you'd have a nice carousel on Instagram that gives you information about this product. You'd have your beginning slide and the other tips, but this would be really simple. What if you also wanted to change the picture background so that it gave more variety and a little more information to your carousel? And you can even change up some of the doodles. So I'm going to move this layer over a little bit. I'm going to delete that background and add some other photos that I've uploaded. And then I'm going to scoot that overlay over. And I might find another fun element, another fun doodle that I want to add. Maybe the stars. And I can move those around, change the color. I want it to be black. Same thing here. You can change the overlay over. We can delete this background picture and choose a different photo that we haven't used yet. Change the doodle. Maybe go to my magic recommendations and find something fun there that might work. Now we have a fun carousel, and you can add as many images as you want. This is only 3. I can go ahead and duplicate this and make even more. Change up the doodles real quick. And I've got a great carousel that I can use for my brand on Instagram. Now, what if you wanted to use a template to create either your Instagram post or Facebook post, or maybe even your carousel? You can keep going on this same project, and you can add another slide here. You can actually add up to 100 slides in each project of your Canva, or you can add a new one if you don't want it to be this size. It's totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead and just add a new slide, and let's look at the templates that they have. You may just want to find something that catches your eye. I like that one. You could do a customer testimonial. So I'm going to go ahead and find a photo. Let's just keep it within the same theme. We'll use a photo that I've uploaded. We're going to change it. This is very close to my brand colors. And we're going to ungroup that there. And now we have a fun image for your Instagram that can be used as a testimonial or to show people more about your product. And I just used the template that they had here on Canva. And you can change the background color. It might be fun to have yellow and maybe change this to be black. Kind of like that. It makes it pop just a little bit more. So templates are a great thing to use too because it's already here for you and you don't have to go through and come up with your own idea, although that can be fun sometimes as well. When you're completely finished with your designs, you'll just go ahead and click download and you'll download these as a PNG. The next project I like to show you is an animated post. An animated post is different than a video because only parts of the image are animated and it's not several slides put together. We're just doing one slide. So I'm going to go ahead and create a design. Let's just stick with this 1080 by 1350 size. And you can choose a template or create from scratch. Let's go ahead and create from scratch just for fun. You can choose your own background. I kind of like using some of these fun elements because you can even change the color to match your brand. So I get a good texture background, but it's also my brand color. I'm now going to go ahead to Elements, and I want to add a frame because I'm going to add a photo into my frame. And you don't have to think this circle has to stay on the space. You can have it go off the space too. Then I'll go to my uploads, I'll find a photo. I'm going to keep it in the same theme and get our math doodles here. And I think it might look nice to have a circle behind this image here. So I'm going to go ahead and make a circle frame. I want this to be black. I'm going to send it to the back. I just right click and click send back. Then I can change this and line it up however I would like. Now I'm going to add some text here. We'll just write math doodle journals, or maybe even just math doodles. And I want to play around with this font for a minute and with this text. I want to go ahead and add a shadow so it pops out a little bit. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and click Effects. And you can see I can lift, which looks like this, or I can do a shadow. I'm going to do a shadow. That's one of my favorites. And then I'm going to make the transparency so it's all the way bold. And you can get the direction of the shadow going different ways. You can have it how far offset you want it to be. Just kind of play around with it and see. And there's other different effects that you can use as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some more elements. And what's fun is I can add some graphics that actually are animated already. So let's look up doodles and see if any graphic, see how these are animated right here. See what we can find. I like these moving stars, so I'm going to add those. I think I'm going to keep them white and we'll just keep them right there. Now, when I don't have anything highlighted on my page, you can see the animated button here. I'm going to click Animate. And I can animate the whole image by clicking one of these. You can see how everything rises in, or fades in, or breathes in. There's lots of different fun options to do. I always think the pop one is fun. Or you can animate just the letters. I'm going to first animate the whole image. Maybe we'll do tumble-in. Let's see what that looks like again. We'll do tumble. Then I want to go ahead and animate these letters. So I'm going to highlight just the text box. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, I kind of like bounce. Now I have my animated posts and I can click play and you can see what we've created. Now this would be a really catchy animated post that you can put on Instagram or Facebook just to catch your audience's attention and to get them to look at your products. If you download it, because it is animated, you will want to download it as an MP4 video. Now, of course, you can also use templates that they have and change them up however you would like. And you can search the templates for specific things, like maybe it's back to school season, and we can find a back to school template. Ooh, some back to school sales. These are all really cute. You can animate them to put in your Instagram to talk about sales and all sorts of fun things. So go ahead and try an animated post and see how you like it. The next project I want to show you is how to create an Instagram story. Go ahead and either click the design or you can scroll down here on social media and you can see if you can find the story here. Here we go, Instagram story. Now, if you don't want to reinvent the wheel, what you can do is you can take some of the other images you've already created, either your animated ones or your static images, whatever you'd like, and you're going to go ahead and copy and paste that onto your design. If you have the Pro version, you can actually resize this really easily. But since I want to make sure anyone can use this, I'm going to show you how to do it for free. We're just going to copy and paste. Now I need to change the background and kind of resize everything. So the background I had was a wood background. And I changed it to be my brand color. We're going to go with yellow. And then I'm going to go ahead and make these images just a little bit bigger so they take up more of the space. Maybe put math doodles on 2 lines. Now you have a wonderful story pin. You didn't have to recreate the wheel. You can use the same image that you used for your post. It's perfect. The next project I want to show you how to create is a pin. We're going to call it a regular pin because it will not have video on it. In the next lesson, I'll show you how to create a video pin. Go ahead and click Create a Design and search for pin. Either one of these sizes will work great. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in our project so we can see it a little bit better. And like all of your Canva projects, you can use a template or start from scratch. I'm going to go ahead and use the template. Since that isn't on brand for me, I'm going to go to my uploads and choose a photo. Then I'm going to click this frame and change it to be black. Then I want to change the font to be white because I'm going to have this background here be black. And there were some elements here that we may want to change to be white as well. Now that pin is done. We created that quite quickly and it looks really nice. It's very eye-catching. I think customers would really like that. So that is how you create a pin using Canva. I hope you've enjoyed learning how to create social media images on Canva. It's actually a lot of fun. So I want you to go ahead and open up Canva and try creating your own images today and see what you can create and get your business social media images from something basic to something brilliant.